Pinellas County versus Hillsborough County, which one is better? I'm Mark from the Fazzini Group, and we make these videos so that you can make more informed decisions about buying or selling in the Tampa Bay area. We do run a real estate team. We help hundreds of clients every year. We'd love to help you. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions about the area, buying or selling, give us a call, text us, or email us at numbers below. So if you're moving to the Tampa Bay area, you might be considering, do you want to live in Hillsborough County or Pinellas County? The two counties have a lot of similarities, but they also have a lot of differences. In today's video, we're going to talk about why you might like one over the other, the pros and the cons, and get into all of that about what we see, what our clients tell us, and the overall reaction to both counties. Okay, so let's start with the population size. So Pinellas County has about 1 million people or so, and Hillsborough County is closer to 1.5 million. But Pinellas County is more densely populated. It is the most densely populated area in the whole state of Florida. However, it doesn't feel that overcrowded. It is not even in the top 40 or 50 of most densely populated areas in the US. Just for Florida, we do have a lot of people in Pinellas County. In Hillsborough County, it definitely doesn't feel quite as crowded because geographically it's much bigger. Unless you're in areas like downtown Tampa, you're obviously going to see a lot of density in the big city. Now, if we look at other stats, the average age in Pinellas County is right around 49 years old, where Hillsborough County, the average age is about 37. So not a huge gap there. We do have, I would say, a little bit more of the retirement communities in Pinellas County, a lot more condos close to the beach. So that tends to bring in a, snowbird or retiree crowd. But there are many areas of, young, vibrant residences and newer construction and all of that as well. Now, average home prices are going to be very similar in Hillsborough County and Pinellas County. Hillsborough County is slightly higher, but they're so close, it's not a big difference. One comparison that is different, the taxes. So property taxes in Hillsborough County are a bit higher than Pinellas County, somewhere in the 20-25% range. And that is even higher in Tampa proper. So that's one thing that a lot of our clients talk about when they're looking at Hillsborough versus Pinellas is that, we're going to have to pay higher taxes if we go into Hillsborough County. Now, the biggest thing that I look at when comparing the two are location. So when we talk about location, it is a very personal thing. Where are you going to work in the area? Most people want to minimize their commute. So if you're working in downtown Tampa, for instance, plenty of people commute from Pinellas County, but if you're in Hillsborough County, that commute is probably going to be a little bit better. We find many of our clients choose Pinellas County when they want to be closer to the beaches, closer to the Gulf. They want to have more of that beach or boating lifestyle. That is a very big draw for Pinellas County because there are so many communities and areas right along the coast that are really great. Now, you can get a lot of that in Hillsborough County as well, but we find that most people, when you're looking at Hillsborough County, you want to be closer to the action of downtown Tampa. You're close to the big malls and restaurants and great entertainment and amusements and different things like that. So when you're in Hillsborough County, you're closer to all of that, and that with being close to your place of work is also a big benefit. And location is very specific to your individual needs. You might want to be in a certain area to be closer to family, or you might want to be closer to the airport if you travel for work. So there are so many different factors that you really have to sit down and think about for your lifestyle on which area is going to be the best for you. Now, another big reason people choose certain areas are for the schools. So whether you have kids in elementary school, middle or high school, you're going to be looking at the schools. It's a super important thing. Hillsborough County and Pinellas County both have great schools. They have great rankings. So there's not a huge difference with that. I think it comes down to, are you choosing private or public? Are you looking for certain sports programs, certain engineering programs? For instance, in Palm Harbor and Pinellas County, they have a medical magnet program at Palm Harbor High School. That might be something that you want your child to be able to go to. Or maybe you have an all-star athlete and they want to be at a school that has the best football team or whatever the sport is. All those things come into play when you're assessing a new area to live. Now, the one thing to kind of qualify there with the schools, if you're coming from an area with really high state taxes, you might find that some of the public school options are not as good as other areas of the country. So that is one thing to consider. We do have a ton of great public schools. We have a ton of great private schools as well. But you need to talk to people, you need to talk to advisors to understand what type of education your children will be getting. Okay, so besides location, let's just talk about anecdotally what I think about the areas. So I live in Pinellas County, so I'm a little biased to living in Pinellas. We work with a lot of clients in both counties, so I get to see all of the different opinions and the different views on everything. But me personally, I chose to live in Pinellas County because number one, we love being close to the beaches. We love being close to the water, to be able to go out boating, to be able to sort of have that little bit slower lifestyle. So I'd say, we joke about, I live in Palm Harbor. We call it Sleepy Town Palm Harbor because there's not a ton of things going on. We kind of like that. In Hillsborough County, you're going to be a lot closer to the action. So for me personally, that's not something I need right now. We're more about just being in a nice neighborhood with other families to be able to enjoy that side of things. But we do miss sometimes being able to go to the hottest restaurants or to really fun entertainment venues because we're a little bit farther away. The other thing, I love being in Pinellas County because it's close to my family. It's close to a lot of the friends that we've made. So if we did move to Hillsborough County, that would add about a 30-minute trip to see any of those loved ones, and that's an important thing to me, to be close to them. And depending on what you want and what's important to you, there are areas of Pinellas County and Hillsborough County where you can get a little bit of the best of both worlds. So that's where it's really important to talk to a local expert that can tell you about those different areas and options so you can make the best decision. So if you watch this video to the end, you're probably looking to buy or sell in the Tampa Bay area in the near future. We would love to help you in any way we can. Please reach out to us via phone, text, or email, and we'd be happy to give you any advice about the buying or selling process.